What's happening? What's happening? There it is. Let's do this. Oh, I am absolutely exhausted. And it looks like this week is definitely a super duper pooper overtime week. And I am alright, it's not a surprise. Just before I complain, I just want you to know, like, I am not surprised in the least by these turn of events. It is typical. I was hoping this job was going to be a little bit different, but I shouldn't be surprised at all by any of it. 10 years. I gotta just keep reminding myself. I know I just started this job, but 10 years. 10 years, I'm gonna put 10 years in, and then I'm going to retire. I'm gonna buy back all my post office time. If I have to do it another year beyond it, I can do another year. I mean, like, literally, that's how I have to do this. I am going to, if the situation improves, and the situation itself could improve. Everybody, I think, is still trying to get, even though some people have been there for 30 years, everybody's still trying to get a handle on, all the new rules, regulations, and changes, and I'm one of those changes that has happened. An unwelcome change, if you will. It is what it is. I know if you go back, like, a month, so that's a few videos. It's a few videos back. But if you go back to those, you hear me talking all, praising this job and everything like that. The good news about it is it's not the post office. It's not anywhere close to the post office. There's still some double dealing tactics that they're using. There's politics. Every job has politics. And unless I'm my own boss, I really can't. I'm really not going to affect any change. And nor do I want to. Nor do I it's the problem that I have. I'm telling you, it is a serious problem with wanting to always be helpful, wanting to always, do this, because certain people will take advantage of that, or think they're taking advantage of it, and other times I am, trying to be helpful or trying to do what is the best, and it's not what's needed for the job, I should say. And I am running into that. That's probably the best way to put it. I'm running into that, where my helpfulness is not wanted. And this might much as I'd like to see things improve and things be better, the truth of the matter is this is the way things are. They're already going through their own growing pains and their own changes and stuff like that. And even though I think I can be helpful and help them make a good transition into better, the truth of the matter is that I'm not going to, and I'm only going to make the situation worse and everything harder on myself. I have to learn how to curb my wanting to be helpful and allow things to happen. Because a lot of people think like, oh, Q's so helpful. Q's helpful all the time. Q does it, and like it's unwanted. If it was something that people wanted, it's a whole different story. My helpfulness becomes, a godsend. Actually, people will praise it to no end. I think it's one of the reasons why I have not tried to change my nature, even though I just said that that's what I'm going to try to do. But I have to definitely curb it a bit. Or I say a bit, what I really mean is a whole heck of a lot. And really try to put in, because it's still my nature, I'm going to have to put where I can be helpful without being kind of like a nuisance or a hindrance to the direction that others are going in. I know it's kind of, if you asked me about this like 20 years ago, I've been like going, what? No, that's not how it works. It's the frog and the scorpion. That's how somebody's nature works. And the truth of the matter is that even though the scorpion stings the frog and says it's blames it on its nature, that's not how nature. There are scorpions that don't sting, that aren't just there to sting. And some have to fight the urge to sting and not, and try to do what's beneficial. If you really want to know, the truth is that I'm the frog in this situation. I should have just gone about my business and swam away from the scorpion asking for help. But my nature, the frog's nature, is to put the scorpion on their back and swim across. Because it's their nature. Even if the scorpion said, I'm going to sting you, but I need help across, the frog's still going to do it. I hope that makes sense. I think I'm contradicting myself. I don't mean to. Frog should swim away. That's really what the moral of that story is. The frog should have just swam away. Know when to be helpful. I personally don't know whether I don't have it in my nature to inflict harm on others. Either unconsciously or consciously. That's not in my nature at all. Never has been. I've had a lot of people call me passive because of it, and I'm not. I really wouldn't classify myself. I hate labels, but I really wouldn't have classified myself as passive, even though I have tendency to take the more passive way, because that tends to be the most helpful way. But if I believe that, like, punching somebody would help somebody, I would punch that person. I'm not, like I said, my nature is to be helpful. But I don't have a nature to inflict harm, or even a nature to not inflict harm. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it's how I'm explaining it. I'll probably have to, like, come back to this, retract, apologize. But yeah, so same thing with the post office. My nature was to be helpful, and they kind of abused it. And it doesn't mean that I took this job to get paid. If you take away my pay, I don't do this job. It is that simple. It doesn't matter what my nature is. I don't want to do the job if you're not paying me for it, because that's the reason why I took the job. So when you start cutting my pay, you start digging into that stuff, that's when I get kind of like, oh, do I really do this job? I'm not looking for extra pay. I'm not looking for, incentive pay or anything like that. Those things don't matter to me. I'd rather get paid for the time that I work. Now, if you give me incentive pay and then you tell me that, oh yeah, that's going to pay for the time you work, I don't count it. No. That was incentive pay. Now you give me for the time that I work. I want the pay for the time that I work. Not, it's what I count. And I think also what upsets me is that I had a review at this job, my 1 month review. At my 1 month review, nobody sat down, nobody talked to me. It didn't seem like they talked to anybody else, and they just gave me adequate scores across the board. You are adequate. Not exceptional, not there, and I think that I've been going above and beyond in numerous areas of this job. I don't feel recognized for it. Not that I'm looking for extra pay, or, just looking for a little recognition. Just a bit of the, attaboy. Just a bit of the attaboy going on here. And I'm not getting it. So, I really don't know. Like, I could be doing horrible, and I think I would have gotten the same score. So, and if there are places that I need to improve, I would love to hear, like, their take on it. But the truth of the matter is that I don't work with them. bosses, the people that, sign my paycheck, probably don't even know what I look like. That's the one thing about this job that I'm kind of like leery of, because there's been some questionable stuff and I can't address it. It's either going to fix itself at this point, or I'm going to have to raise a stink if it doesn't. And if I have to raise a stink, it's like I feel like it's going to be the post office, the beginning of the post office all over again. The only difference is that the post office was bad from the start. I still can't think of a day that I didn't want to just quit. That I didn't want to just walk away. And I stuck it out. And I'm stubborn enough that I freaking forced myself to do it, day in and day out. And one of the things that freaking saved me is this: the morning commute videos. Doing these videos is the reason why I was able to pull through and do the job. And again, if you watch the early videos, the very first ones, you'll know that I'm like talking about like how nobody's watching these things and nobody's doing these, and I'm saying lots of different things. I just span the gamut because I'm just unloading my mind. It really did help. I went through bouts of depression. I went through whole things, and nobody at the post office was any wiser because I was doing these videos. It's the reason why these videos mean a lot to me, and I hope, it is my hope that I'm making videos that I would want to watch would be videos that other people would want to watch as well, and they can get something from them. And I don't have any quick answers or magic pills or I'm this, but I hope that these videos can do what my nature is, which is be helpful. And at the very least, you realize that you're not alone. There's some other freaking insane, crazy person out there like you. I'd like to know if there's crazy, insane people like me out there. So, it's the reason why I say put cool beans in the comments. Because it is crazy. It is. This is coming to. They're definitely coming to a head. And I'm here. Should go into work. I like these 20-minute videos. 20 minutes is actually really good. Because 30 minutes is in my opinion, a 30-minute video is like the perfect combination. It's a half-hour show. So doing these 20-minute videos, and my morning commute is, the morning commute is going to definitely change later on, because I am moving to a different office. And once I switch to the different office, it's going to be a little bit further away, so I'll have a little bit longer. And the jobs is, like I said, there's a lot of political stuff going on, which is freaking what I hate the most. And I might be making a mountain out of a molehill here. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But as always, if you watch this video all the way to this point, can you write cool beans in the comments below? And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. And I can't wait to do another video tomorrow. Alright? So you guys have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, bye.